Вітаю всіх на продовженні проходження Hogwarts Legacy. Так, нам потрібно поговорити з Себастьяном про те, що відбулося в крипті.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Добре, давайте просто скажемо, що він
Thank you.
розповів нам, коли
I
зв'яжешся
very
з
much
нею.
appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Добре, Себастьян. Давайте тоді, поки чекаємо від нього звістки, поговоримо з Попі.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole
Жах.
place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near
Так
the
розумію, нам
Snidgets.
потрібно першими знайти снідждів.
But I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets
Не думаю,
protected
що
at
наш
all
перс сказав про
costs.
кентаврів. Але окей. Давайте поговоримо з кентаврами.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Добре, тож ми чекаємо відповіді від Себастьяна та від Попі. На жаль, зараз немає в нас ніякого письма від них, тому підемо на наступне завдання.
Hello there. Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Ну що
Lodgok
ж,
is waiting.
ходімо одразу
Should we
туди.
go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Добре.
Revelio.
Так. Майже 2 кілометри. Давайте подивимось, де це знаходиться. Це знаходиться аж тут. І в нас тут нема точки швидкого переходу, тому давайте сюди. І використаємо нашу мітлу.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
Біда. Я теж так сподіваюсь.
Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok.
Ну, побачимо.
Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see
Ну
you
що ж,
soon.
це стелс-місія буде у нас. Ходімо. Що це було? О.
The door is looking at us.
Ага, двері на нас дивляться. Я зрозумів. Треба відійти.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Ти нічого не бачиш.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I
Так.
cannot believe
Rebellion.
I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for sweeping the fence.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Прикольно, у них тут якісь парові механізми. Круто. Поїхали.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio!
Так, що тут у нас? Прикольно. Пішли далі.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Ти йдеш?
Accio!
Схоже, що ні.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Він з нами не йде. Так, о, він телепортнувся, я зрозумів. Так, нам треба... Ой, тихо, 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 ти нічого не бачив. Так, як нам тут пройти? Зараз він піде ліворуч, і ми спробуємо пройти. Ага, там нема куди. Треба просто їх всіх убити. Окей.
We're being watched. By a door.
Та нас не видно, неправда.
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
What's going on out there?
Так, спробуємо швиденько.
Who's that? Someone's here.
Ах,
Stop! I'm afraid of
блін, не змогли ми пройти по стелсу.
I'll get us through his safely, Armit. You have my word.
На жаль.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
На жаль.
Revelio.
Так, а як нам піднятися наверх? Там у нас сундук.
Revelio.
Не було нічого, що можна взяти з собою, наче ні? Ну, добре.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans. Revelio.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Так, що в нас
Schematic.
тут?
They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Йдемо наверх. Давайте глянемо, що в нас тут.
Revelio.
Так, тут у нас вороги. Слухайте, ну, раз у нас не виходить по стелсу, спробуємо просто дуже швидко їх вбивати. Майже безшумно.
Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Так, нам тепер кудись сюди.
Yes, of course.
Опс. Це скіл.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what?
Щось
There must
велике
be more notes around
будують.
here. What could they be building?
It won't be long now, but we'll find another repository.
Так, добре, давайте почнемо з цього.
Who's there?
Ти нічого не бачив. Ви всі нічого не бачили.
What was that?
Nice of you to stop by.
Лакі. Зараз треба відійти.
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Ух, це проблемка.
Revelio.
Можливо. Так, з цим ми розібралися. Зараз ще з цим розберемося. Це було не важко. Ну, слухайте, по стелсу тут неможливо якось проходити. Вони якось, ну, типу, дуже далеко бачать. Тому будемо проходити, як проходиться.
This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Accio.
Так, що відбувається?
Revelio.
Ага, відкрилось. Зрозумів. Так, це нам потрібно збирати. Так, ходімо далі. Так, ну давайте трішечки по стелсу спробуємо парочку якихось прибити тихенько, щоб було просто легше. Зараз зайдемо до того. Тихенько, тихенько. Готовий. Так. Слухайте, давайте використаємо імперію на когось. Нам потрібно сповільнити когось ще спелом. Сповільнити це цей спел. Давайте сповільнимо. Це вбивця. Нам потрібно вбивцю заповільнити. От вбивця, зараз у нас скіл з'явиться і ми... Так, ми виконали всі дуельні уловки. Давайте повернемо нормальний скіл. Тихо, тихо, друже. Так. З цим ми розібрались. І що ж ти будеш робити? Ось так.
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Супер.
Revelio.
Так, розібрались з цими. Давайте швиденько подивимось, що тут у них залишилось. Нам потрібно запустити, мабуть, десь механізм. Я так розумію, що десь тут. Наче ні. Поки що закрито. Добре, тоді... Тоді... А, це просто двері потрібно відкрити. Добре, давайте, значить, сховаємось.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Так, зайдемо сюди.
This is not good. They're building
Ну, це якась
enormous
бурова
drills,
машина.
bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Ну, в принципі, бачили щось таке вже так, під замком Рукуду. Щось схоже було, наче.
Accio.
Так, поїхали на ліфті звідси.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
Нам наче і не сюди.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look,
А ні,
the lift.
все вірно.
A welcome sight indeed.
Ось і вихід.
Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without
Добре,
further
Еміт.
ado, adieu.
Ну, до речі, він нам трошки допомагав. Так, давайте поговоримо з Лодгогом.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, She smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Да, друзі, цікава історія. Завершили ми це завдання.